actually using the right items. Okay, yes, we're sticking with the Von Air robe, which is good against cold and earth, and I don't get chilled, but I'm actually a little bit slower. Let's see, do I want to change my color? Blue, green, red. Actually, rather like the red one, so we're going to stick with that. I am going to... let's see... I do actually like the Staff of Lock. It's the unlock for beating the final boss. What's this? That's new. Yeah, we're gonna stick with the Staff of Lock because I actually tend to use the combinations more than the actual quick casting. We're gonna get rid of the stale cinnamon bun just because it's kind of silly. That's also new. Ooh, I kind of like it. But let's see if there's anything else. Anything else I don't recognize? Yeah, you can actually get a chainsaw. You can also get a chain sword, which is literally what it says. You gotta love the guys from Paradox and their sense of humor. These guys are nuts. My only regret about this game is that I don't speak Swedish. You'll see what I mean in a bit, once I actually get going. This game is violent, insane, difficult, and insane loads of fun. And yes, he does have a Lego hand. I really wish I could speak Swedish. The sorting cat. This is the tutorial level, so you're going to see lots of stuff I already actually know I'm going to ignore. I'm also just going to sit here and wail on Vlad because I don't actually like him that much. Full of dust and goblins. Also, if you do play this game and you have trouble finding the achievements, what you have to do for one of them is chuck a rock down there and break that skeleton. The way the elements interact is also interesting because it does change based on what you've conjured. So you saw fire is just a basic spray. Life on its own, if you fire it, it's actually just a beam. There's lots of those. And then rock, as you saw, is effectively, well, it's a giant rock. But if you combine it with fire, it stays a giant rock. But now it's a rock on fire. Specifically, we're going to go and find a rather interesting individual. Meet the Cheese King. Yeah, that's a goblin. Are you cheese? I don't know, am I? This is actually one of the unlocks in this first, and it also shows goblins are actually rather weak to fire. You can get the weapon, Cheese Slicer. Low physical damage, low death damage. Not useful, but funny. I'm gonna stick with my sickle. This is one of the Wizard Wars veterans. So, to water all the plants. You can actually get, there's an achievement for meeting and talking to them, there's 4 of them, and there's also an achievement for doing this, killing them. You do also get specific robe colors for them. There is nothing stopping you from killing your friends in these games. Meet Timmy, training dummy. He's a little creepy, isn't he? This is... Yeah, he gets a little weird. Timmy does. Yes, I also just killed myself. That's why I had the familiar. Now he's got a hook. Up to 3 friends. It's more dangerous to go with 3 friends than it is to go alone. Now some of you are probably wondering, well, where's the challenge in this game? You're about to find out. Granted, this is normal mode, so it's not going to be all that challenging. Meet the goblins. Oh, your festival are belong to us. Yes, they did just say that. I actually did that really wrong. The reason enemies explode like that is because I'm using, if you use death, or I'm probably going to call it arcane because that's what I'm used to, but if you kill something with arcane, it tends to explode. Whoops.
Ah!
And he's missing a hand.
Oh, Landervater. Igen. Je mettig neder crystal pad. Lite kväll.
And yes, over if you look on the right there, those goblins are twerking. That is not a phrase you ever really think you're gonna say. Is twerking goblin. What's funny is you can actually talk to these goblins. You probably shouldn't have gotten off the table. Just saying. Yeah, I did just that guy with a healing sickle. Stand there and taunt me all you want, you're still gonna get struck by lightning. I'm neither. Couldn't be a dwarf. Cult creature. I have a much more fun option. First off, cast haste, and then queue up for one of them. Yep. Dragon Strike. You can also do this, which shields me from pretty much all physical damage. I'm basically, well, not invulnerable because I can still take damage from fire, like I did. I wasn't paying attention.
Return up.
I never claimed to be brilliant at the game, I just claimed to have fun with it. And you can get a new weapon, the Carpet Beater. I love that. If you ever find yourself nervous speaking to a card room, just picture everyone there's a carpet and whack the crap out of them. Sickle Mig. Eat radius with evil red energy. That, or it's simply covered in yesterday's jam. The scary thing is, reading the future in entrails was actually a real practice for a while. I can't quite remember what it was called, but it was a real thing. There is actually another secret up here, I know that for a fact. Say hello again to Joachim. And yeah, like I said, he is effectively a Skyrim reference, specifically the dragon. That's my version. Works much better. We're just gonna go down this way for a bit. Oh. Oh, I've never actually been over here. I didn't realize this was here. What do we got?
Uh-huh.
The Backstabber. Best friends are forever, right? Almost. I don't know how I hit him that hard, but I did. And if you have a frozen enemy like this, throw a rock at him. Never taunt a wizard. For they are subtle and quick to anger. Although to be fair, not so subtle. War never changes, except when war changes. Sorry, buddy, you're dead. I'm not sure I'm supposed to be going this way, but... Ah, crud. I wasn't supposed to go that way.
Backer.
Well, at least now I'm back to life. Thank you, Murray. Murray is the little floating skull familiar thing I had. I might have actually skipped the entire... Wow, I think I skipped that entire sequence because of doing that. I just sequence broke massively. Some of the music in this game is also just really fun. thing you should know about this game is that stacking lightning doesn't do more damage, but it does make the lightning bounce far, like chain farther. Oh crap. Bomber! Has absolutely nothing to do with Team Startail, if you're a fan of StarCraft 2. I think he's still on Startail. I don't know, I don't watch as much competitive StarCraft 2 as I used to. That worked a lot better than I was expecting it to. Yeah, well. Burn the goblin. You know what, I'll be nice. You can in the charred ruins of my home, scavenging for food like a beast. Here, take this. Oh. See, that's where you get the rune sword. I forgot, I already have it, but... And... ready? 1, 2, 3, drop the hammer! I don't think there's anything to take up here, but with the Atlas class ship, stand a beating from almost anything. Naval history buffs. And a miniature bully cruiser. This is price. If anybody wants to tell me if that's a reference to something, please feel free again. Also, you can freeze the shark to death. I've actually checked. One of the other reasons to use haste as much as I do is because the robe I'm wearing, the Vanir robe, does actually slow you down a little. One of the things I like is I do prefer to use cold against orcs like this because it slows them down, and orcs are, which is a really important thing, is orcs are fast. The orc berserker thing. Also plays soccer apparently. You really want physical resistance in this fight because Porco hits hard. Like I said, he actually does hit really hard. Keep him near the bomb. I've never actually managed to kill Porco first. I usually intentionally aim for Mojito. Well, that was unexpected. I don't actually... Warband promotion. That arrow is a massive knockback. As we just found out, that's actually really dangerous. That's a cold arrow. It's lightning. Wait, no, it's not. It's water. Get him, boys! Like I said, if you do this, it'll actually keep your undead alive, because they're on a timer, but the timer is literally just however much their life bar has left. This is the envelope it came in. Take this level, but our publishers wanted it, so we caved. Again, Paradox, love their sense of humor, and that's also the best way you can think. One of the best ways I can think of to deal with goblin bombers. Well, that was them. There's actually a very fun way to deal with the goblin shamans who are the spellcasters. Yes, I say shaman. There is a weapon right here. If you do it that, you get small humongous fungus. It is a weapon. Low physical damage, wets its targets. All fires. But yeah, that's the fun way to deal with the shamans, because they use a lot of death spells, and if you combine life and death, low physical, low fire, spicy, and oh so wrong. But yeah, so like I said, the goblin shamans usually open with some form of death beam, unless of course you're firing a beam at them, in which case they'll usually open. They are smart about how they cast, I'll admit. They're still goblins. That sounded a little racist. I'm sorry, folks. Now for this challenge. Your challenge is to, as you can see, the sluice just broke, so the gate closes. You need to use water to spin the wheel. Now, it doesn't have to all be at once. Some people think it does. It really doesn't. The gate actually starts lowering itself once you get it going fast enough. And it'll keep lowering for a bit as long as the gate's still spinning. Or as long as the wheel is still spinning, I mean, not the gate. The gate doesn't spin. But yeah, what you need to do is just keep, because you can get it up to a certain top speed, which is right about there. And there we go, gate's open. If you keep going at that long enough, you'll actually end up with a giant crab, which can be kind of annoying to deal with. Also, yes, fire lightning. You can feel like a real Sith Lord in this game, I swear. These creatures are annoying. I don't actually know, I think they're called Devourers. I don't know what exactly you need to use to shield from them, because poison is its own thing. I mean, if you want to shield yourself from the crabs, you need probably fire, not fire, but physical and cold, so that's be rocks and cold. Also, don't step in the pools. The pools are dangerous. The challenge here is just kind of survive for a bit, kill the crabs, or another gag is over here. Long into the abyss. The abyss starts to feel kind of awkward about the whole situation. It's a misquote of a very famous quote by Friedrich Nietzsche, the famous European philosopher. Although I like, hold on. Yeah, that is always a good question. Who does light all these candles? But the original quote is, if you stare long into the abyss stares long into you. Enigma in Dota 2, one of my favorite characters, also has a similar quote. Now these are fun little altar challenges. What you do, pardon me, you look at the element that the statue is holding. In this case, it's holding a red and a purple orb, so that's arcane or death and lightning. You then want to shoot it with it. Now this one, it brings to life several skeletons, best way to deal with this is just fire off a lot of life power. Because you don't want to use anything that involves arcane or death or whatever you want to call it, because it will just make them live longer and hit harder. Well, not harder, but this gets you the Skull Staff. Incredible bonus to death spells, incredibly bad for life spells. You really want to use this in a party, especially an organized one. But since I'm on my own, I'm just going to stick with the Staff of Lock, because that gives me a bonus to all my elementals. Go ahead and activate Thunderhead right there. Which actually did kill it. I didn't expect one Thunderhead to kill it on its own. Also, this is hilarious. Watch the goblin on the left. That wasn't suicide. Yeah, that was an attempted bungee jump. And now a joke at the expense of modern first-person shooters. Well, some of them. We talked to this guy.
Oh dear, me dear. Yay, Heimer.
Thank God for Just I Wall. Also, there is some real Japanese mixed in there. And the names of the followers are also various Japanese things. Also, I seem to be floating. And yes, they did just say yes, you can use this. It's a basic sword. You don't actually want to grab it because it's the basic sword that you start the entire game with. Well, I just killed myself.
Return.
I still seem to be a little floaty. That does happen sometimes. This game is kind of buggy. But it's still fun.
Uh-huh.
Can't see that. A cave within a cave. Caveception? And yeah, they are doing the Macarena. There are no spirit fingers. You can also burn that icon, which we're probably going to end up doing, I'll be honest. Some wild celebration intruders appear. Drop the lightning. I may also have just set my buddy on fire. Whoops. But yeah, if you read this, please don't burn down the holiday idol before expiration. Wait, we can't hit that. And so, what do? I set it on fire. You can actually put that out, but... Throne carved from living stone. It's good to be the Beast King, but it's tough on your backside. Launch the dragon. Exercise, yes. We did just interrupt their exercise class, so... Singularity on the big guy. Singularities are very damaging. They're not the strongest spells you can use, but they are funny. Especially when you accidentally blow up a teammate. Set my sickle on fire and hit it. You can actually do a bit of training on these things. Not your average training dummies. That's exactly what are the Beast King planning on fighting. You actually find that out, and the size does become important. Rough. Yes, this is also a training bag reference. Hiccup, Tough Nut, Rough Nut, Astrid's here, and yes, that's Gobber in the back there. Uh-oh. Oh crap, I forgot. He's not only immune to lightning, it actually heals him. Oh, you can... Oh. There's a yummy carrot. Medium life damage. I didn't know that was there. So, thanks to my buddy there for finding that for me. I did not know there was an item there. And yeah, that's one of the other things you can do is you can combine... As long as it's not opposing elements... Whoops. You can combine beams to create what basically amounts to a supercharged beam. If you're fans of the original Star Wars series, the Death Star laser is a good example. Huh. I didn't know that was there either. I just kind of guessed. Alright, strong bonus to lightning, fire, and steam, slow focus regeneration. I just like having the Staff of Block, because it's a bonus to all elements rather than just a couple. I hate these things.
Cease. Star stepper et revila lemjus. Tyfes mektir gotse.
And yeah, the beast can refer to themselves as Gotse.
Mutest insulti. Tospot. Snoweste kora divisi ikis.
Internal moisture. Well, I died, but I got my buddy back alive, so... Okay, I'm coming back soon.
Return up.
Whoops.
Backer.
I walked into my teammate's beam there. But yeah, beastkin are actually very weak to death magic. A moonstaff? Oh, yeah, that's a...
Jordy.
You cannot push the big guys, by the way. They're just, you know, well, they're big. Uh-oh. I keep getting thrown off cliffs. I probably shouldn't go near them.
Surrender.
This fight is actually really annoying on your own. Especially when you get to this part and the goblins show up. Whoops! That was... I was trying to heal myself, but I ended up hitting myself with 5 arcane.
Return up.
And that... They brought a cave troll. Post barbecue of Metaxas the shaman. Inspired your destruction. Pits of murder. John the war troll. Now, as you might expect, it's a troll. Hit it with fire. But fortunately... Lug. Prepare for trouble and make it... Yes, he did just start the Team Rocket chant. How a goblin shaman has a war troll for a son? I don't want to think about it. Prepare the artillery. This is actually very dangerous. I recommend double fire, double rock shields. That'll give you good physical protection and good fire protection. It's not going to do 100%. Fortunately, the artillery also does hurt enemies. It's fire and lightning. This one is... lots of flaming goats. And undead. Oh wait, I forgot they're actually, these are undead ghosts. That gets you the staff. Specifically the staff Helviti. And now for one of the most annoying fights to do in solo. Do I have to, Simon? And then the beast can show up, and we've got Vanir to the front of us, Beastkin to the right of us, or rear of us. And voids to the left and right. Unfortunately, we can't, my buddy and I, we don't have the option of just getting out of the way. Uh-oh. There's no real right answer on who to kill first in this. So just if you're playing this, just kill anything that moves and isn't you. And yes, I know that does technically include your teammates. That is a reference to the fact that a lot of, like, horses I know for a fact do, but I'm not sure if goats do, but there's the idea of salt lick. But yes, all spells, that tip down there is very true. All spells can be cast on yourself, and most will hurt you. In fact, the only one I can think of that doesn't inherently hurt you is water or life. Everything else hurts like hell. Dead goat, silly beastkin, basalt is for kids. I always kind of felt sorry for the Tricks Rabbit, I'll admit it, because I mean, he just wants his bloody cereal, and the kids just keep it from him. And then there's Lucky Charms where they're actually stealing from the leprechaun. But yeah, if you do it right, you can actually just march backwards while spraying ice or cold at an orc, and it'll die perfectly. And my teammate seems to be really determined to kill every snowman we come across. But yes, me, John Frost again. I build my own fires. He just blows up your wolf, I'm sorry. Well, it was. Bye. He's trying to kill the snowman down there. That did not work. Oh, he got it. I got... Whoops! Okay, that was funny. Y'all can't blame me for that death. I didn't have anything to do with him dying right there. Yes, there is a Olog. For those of you that are wondering why that's kind of amusing, in Tolkien's writings, the orcs, or no, actually, it is the trolls. Sorry, the official term for the troll race is Olog. So, like the Olog High literally translates to troll people, I think. Also, I just killed the troll with ice, so there's that. Heal up this Vanir. If my teammate doesn't decide to kill both of us. Yes, my teammate was just on fire in the middle of a river. Don't ask me how that works. Oh. That's a reference I didn't expect. A Billy Goat's Gruff reference? That's a new one. Well, not a new one, but that's different. Medium Little Billy, medium Bruce. Whew, good shot. I'll huff and I'll... No, that's wrong. But great big Mr. Gruff. Come on, I need to get through this. Okay, my buddy might die here. Fortunately, we do have the double lightning storms going. Gold voltage. Okay, cold voltage. That sign behind it, you have to kill the horse to get there. And there you go. Heal my team. The Majestic Snorse. Extremely rare with as few as 3 left in the wild. Make that 2. Sorry. And now I'm wet. Which does kind of crimp my style a little bit, because I like using this. Well, he's still killing... I don't know what that Vanir is actually... Oh, he's fighting a goblin bomber. Whoops. I probably shouldn't have done that, but... Wait a minute. Toy Bjarv? That's... Okay, I'm surprised I didn't have that. Here's some creatures that are in the Arctic and the far north. Bonus to cold and ice, weakens fire and steam. Greatly... it's actually not a bad item. Consequences of undisciplined spellcasting. We're not undisciplined, we're just mildly psychotic. Use your remains to grease my gauntlet. Bathrobed ones. I like my robe, thank you very much. Yeah, that's the one thing you gotta remember about Khan, is she's got a long-range grab attack. Well, at least I hurt her doing that. Okay, my teammate actually seems to be trying to activate the enemies. Oh. Okay, I think we're both dead. I got thrown out of the sky. I got thrown off the screen really hard. Which unfortunately does mean we don't have access to Murray, but... Okay, so it appears to be my job to keep Khan busy. Uh-oh. Yep. It may be resistant to it, but fire is still fire damage. Okay, throw out my lightning spell. Lightning, revive. Throw out the haste so I can run. Yeah, Khan doesn't have any elemental weaknesses, but she is still just... It is still basically hit her a lot. She is resistant to fire. If you hear a crying noise in the background, that's one of my cats. She wants to be let outside, even though she just came in less than 5 minutes ago. Whoops, I might have just been attacking the Vanir. Which might explain where those shells just came from. That's the first time I've ever actually done that. I'm sorry, I didn't expect that. At least it was funny. I died again. And my teammate is wet.
Returna!
Alright, water, stone, arcane, cold. Go get her, my skellies! Oh, those are falling barrels. That's what that is. Also, I think my teammate has decided to basically say screw the Vanir. Again, I'm not actually using voice comms. I turned them off before I started my stream because it gets a little confusing if I'm, especially for my teammates, if I'm talking, well, on whether I'm talking to them or if I'm talking to my stream.
Backer!
Luckily, the guy I'm playing with seems to be pretty good at the game, so I'm not trying to. And by the way, I say guy. It's just I just use that as a general assumption. I don't know if he's male, if my teammate is male or not. Could be female. Doesn't matter either way. It depends on whether or not your home is flammable. And that is that level. There is a secret down here. If you go down this direction, you have to be really careful. There's a lot. There, you can actually see it. It's the lollipop down there. It's a weapon you unlock. It's not very strong, but it's more of a. There's a lot of joke weapons in this game. I mean, come on, my buddy just summoned a skeleton with a pumpkin head. But yeah, let's see. Every flavor lollipop. High life damage. No, that's not right. And causes knockback. Oh crap! Get my sickle. Nope, don't think there's a secret here. Yeah, using fire... I'm sorry, that was... I kind of guessed that was going to happen when he started spraying fire. This is the secret I was looking for. You break this, and you can get the old E root. I know that's not actually how you pronounce that, but... Elves. Elves have a weakness to fire. Massive weakness to fire. Use nothing but it against them. Also, I think they're French. And Vlad has the worst timing ever.
Dem liegt vis annex der mega banners et loken lok of visi sovereign. Null nidi massive varsams. Dem finder ner intenti de conquer sovereign de artefactos. Dem... Oh! Ner de olifants.
Olifants.
Hutter haver. Ne hasten alferhold. Litte kväll.
There's so many times I just want to set him on fire. Destructible obstruction logs. But yeah, like I said, elves, very weak to one element. All of the Alliance actually have one big weakness to an element. Elves are weak to fire, humans are actually weak to lightning, and dwarves, which you meet eventually as well, are very weak to cold. Okay, like I said, one of the things you have to worry about dwarves is those rifles hurt. They also have a massive, they also have a decent knockback. Hides in the forest. So the best way to deal with dwarves is raw rock shields. So raw stone armor. And like I said, dwarves have a weakness to ice. The problem is, if you get close to them, then they also have those rifles of theirs also have a shotgun effect, which gets really bad. They also, as you can probably tell from a few seconds ago, they can teleport. Oh, I think did I find something? I found something. I didn't even know. I forgot this was here. Or if I did know, I didn't. If I did know, I forgot. No, I didn't know. This needs a texture. That water in the forest, try asking a beaver where the river is and go in the opposite direction. Beavers are seasoned liars, but predictable. It's like Alfred says in Dark Knight, some men just want to watch the world burn. Although in my case, it's more, I don't want to watch the world burn, I want marshmallows to go along with it. Okay, that was well played by my partner. The demons are potentially Fair City. Hey, don't do that. Okay, I'll take out the elf. Got it. I have no idea what he just did. As for that, I have been D, so good night and good gaming.